Obama speaks on race and religion. Hi, I'm Ed Kelley, editor of The Oklahoman. With me from Washington is Mark Green, national editorial writer for The Oklahoman and a frequent contributor here on News OK TV. Yesterday in Philadelphia, Senator Barack Obama gave a major speech on race and religion, and he touched on the controversy surrounding his relationship with the Reverend Jeremiah Wright, the controversial Chicago minister. Mark, you've seen the speech. What do you think has been the general reaction in the national press today to what Obama said Tuesday in Philadelphia?
Ed, the reaction has been almost uniform in its praise. Obama's is getting lots of credit for a great subject, dealing with it head-on, soaring rhetoric, very eloquent. Even heard a couple of people referring to it as the best thing they'd heard since Martin Luther King Jr.'s 1963 I Have a Dream speech. So that's pretty high praise. It is high praise. Did the speech accomplish, though, what Obama no doubt wanted, which was to move the campaign beyond all the focus on the Reverend Wright? Well, I think that that's hard to say at this point. Clearly, he had a couple of different ideas in mind. I think he wanted to genuinely speak about race, and I think he wanted to change the subject to help himself politically. The thing that we're going to have to see is whether he accomplished the second part. He still has some major problems. Namely, Jeremiah Wright is still out there as a glaring example of the kind of thing that Obama wants to lead Americans away from. Right. Another problem, most Americans, contrary to what Obama said yesterday, probably have not heard their ministers or pastors say that God should damn America. It's going to be a big problem for Obama with working-class whites, suburbanites, and even many African Americans. And then there's the big unanswered question. How could Obama sit in the pews for the past 20 years in that church and listen to the Reverend Wright say those kinds of things and not either get up and walk out with his family or in some other way confront the pastor, which gets to Obama's judgment. Okay, Mark, let's turn finally to the rest of the campaign. Do you see Obama's opponents, both Hillary Clinton and John McCain, reacting on the campaign trail to what he said yesterday in Philadelphia? Well, I see Hillary reacting and using what she heard and said in this whole controversy with the Reverend Wright a lot over the next several weeks. I see less so for John McCain. Hillary remains behind the Democratic presidential primary race. She's got 5 weeks to go before the big primary in Pennsylvania, and I think she's going to keep hammering this because it does get at some of the core issues, some of the core problems she sees with Obama's candidacy. McCain is in a great spot. He can sit back and let Hillary do all this hammering away. He and the other Republicans can sit back and accumulate audio and video files that they can use later on in the campaign. Okay, Mark, thanks. For updates on this story, stay here on News OK. And look for more news and analysis in upcoming editions of The Oklahoman.